And I do believe this is not about another version of a small business server. I truly believe this is the product that is going to cause a revolution on server adoption in the market for the next 2 years. There are many elements that are going to make this happen. And when I look back to companies that have been able to realize great value through products and scenarios for customers, there's always that magic time where things come together. And I will always think that this balanced triangle, that is a very important part of making a product successful. And is the software really great innovation, yes or not? Is the customer value super clear, yes or not? And is there a partner ecosystem that can take that value and deliver that value to the customer? And I truly believe that this magic triangle is happening for a small business server after years of research. We have lined up compensation in my group around making this a reality because, again, I think this is the right time for this product. So let me just talk about a small business server. And I wish I had a lot more time, frankly, to discuss in detail the value of this product. But if I needed to summarize it, I would summarize it in two things that are true innovations targeted to resolve pain. Number one is integrated simplicity. No matter what people say, we are convinced that customers want more integration. Customers don't want to bother to tying things together by themselves. They want the systems to work really well. You will be amazed of the easy way you can set up the system. This year, our OEM channel, HP, Dell, and our system builders, I think are going to create a revolution. We put a price point of about $600, $599. And when you take a machine pre-configured in a box, it takes 15 minutes to basically have your infrastructure up and running. 15 minutes. I tell people, put the Linux stack next to it anytime and see how long it takes for them to enable the same level of productivity so you can go and focus on the customer problem as opposed to tying up the infrastructure. So phenomenal opportunity here for us. Another element that is super exciting is the ability to automatically protect information. The backup opportunities this gives to protect that information. The ability to ensure that you can replicate and recover data in an easier way. Again, I'm taking here a very high level approach because there's a lot more around this product on integrated simplicity. But every time we have put this product in front of customers on the press, people have been amazed. And then the second element is not about just simplifying the experience, but how are you going to empower this business to do more, get more done. The idea here is that really integration of the small business server with Office creates an environment where you can connect broadly with your ecosystem. A small business server is able to connect with their supply chain, with their customers, enabling their employees to do more through collaboration. SharePoint Services is part of this product. It comes with a product, actually in the base SKU. So right by default, you can get people to go and do great collaboration out of the box. Another great opportunity, and I will talk about opportunity for the channel in a few minutes. Best customer service. I happen to have a brother that has a small business. The fact that he takes basically 2 employees in the back end counting little parts in a hobby shop, there's no reason to do that. Why I cannot connect him all the way to the supplier and customers to be able to basically release that manpower to be in front of customers? There's no reason why. And that's the challenge that I think this product will be able to resolve. So again, great things in the product. I really encourage you to look at this. It's a huge opportunity for us. Below $2,000 server category is going to be created. With a price point of $599, I would argue we had this product, the price of this product I think was wrong for 90% of the customers that can use this product. At that price point, we have lowered the barrier, and we believe we are at a tipping point of massive adoption of servers in this space. That's why we're so excited about the opportunity here. Office, another great example. XML and InfoPath. New version of Office allows you to have smart forms that your relationship to the next level. So let's look at the Rainier Veterinary video that will highlight the great value of this product. Play video.
Around simple user errors. So two pieces that have had an immediate impact on them is volume shadow copy and the integration of the deleted item retention time in Exchange into backup wizards.
One of the great benefits of Windows Small Business Server 2003 is the remote assistance, being approximately an hour and a half from the metropolitan area, made any service call very expensive. And with remote assistance, we actually have our outsourcer able to work on the server from their location in Seattle.
There are several coworkers in the office that access our server and our information from home or other places when they're traveling. This new system is going to allow them to log in and see their own desktop.
In the past, all of our calendars have been in the paper form, and I wouldn't be able to tell somebody on the phone when an employee is going to be back in the office.
We're able to take Windows SharePoint Services, which is a part of Windows Small Business Server 2003, and put all that information in a single centralized spot.
Windows Small Business Server 2003 will allow us to maintain our existing employee level, but increase our customer base.
I see a lot of smiles out there and it seems to be working much more efficiently than it has in the past.
So this is what it's all about. I hope you were able to capture. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you. You were able to capture the type of scenarios this company is having. Small company, actually quite remote, depend heavily on employees being out in the mountain serving customers, and at the same time being connected at all times back to the office to be able to do their jobs. So again, this is what it's all about. Now, let's take a quick look at some of the technology that is enabling this great innovation. For that, let me introduce Katie Hunter, Group Product Manager for Windows Group. She's going to give us a small demo. Okay, Katie, the way I would like to start this is I said this is all about customer pain.
Yes.
I know you and your team and the development team, I know that as a fact, that you have been very focused on talking to customers and really trying to capture what characterizes pain for this type of customer.
Right. I would characterize the pain in probably two broad categories. One is the pain around just being on top of their business information. Small businesses tend to feel a little bit out of control. And they need to get on top of their business information so their employees can be more productive and they can satisfy the demands from their customers. The second area of pain is really the general anxiety around IT in general. Small businesses want to focus on their business, and any idea that that business is going to be disrupted gives them some pain. And this really translates also to a pain that our partners have been telling us about. You've told us that you question the ability really to provide super high quality service to a volume of small business customers, and to do so at a profit that is acceptable.
Yeah. All right. I would agree with those pains. So show us how we're going to address that, please.
All right. Well, the team nailed it. Want to take a look?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. First of all, we've created a network environment here that's exactly like the RMI environment. And first I'm going to show you how easy it is to connect remotely to my business data. There's a single, very easy to remember web page to go to for the Remote Web Workplace. The Remote Web Workplace consolidates all of the options for connecting remotely to the server. Once I authenticate, I have a secure communications going on with the server. And here's all my options for connectivity. Outlook Web Access, I can connect to the team intranet site. I can connect to a client computer on the network and get a rich Windows XP and Office 2003 experience from any PC connected to the internet anywhere in the world. For RMI, this means that they can connect and run their business even while they're at the Internet Cafe at Base Camp on Mount Everest.
Or their pocket PC.
Their pocket PC, you can't get much more remote than that. And for instance here, I can take a look at my daily sales reports from Microsoft Retail Management System. So even though I'm out of the office, I can keep tabs of my business 24/7. So while we're here at the client PC on the Small Business Server Network, I want to show how Small Business Server extends the value and introduces the value of server computing through the company website we've created. Using Windows SharePoint services, Small Business Server creates an intranet site for small businesses to take care of everything. It's a single place to go for the announcements, for interesting links on the internet. We have access here to the online status of coworkers, so we can kick off instant messaging conversations. This particular site has actually been customized for RMI with a web part for calendaring, and we've built them a climb calendar so they can keep track of the upcoming guides climbs they have going. This single place to keep track of the business information really keeps them on top of things. And it even gets better when you use it with Office 2003. So here we'll go into a document library, and you'll see that we have a Word document here. It's been checked out to really facilitate joint document creation. And when you launch Word to work on that document, the actual company intranet experience travels with you. Here in the shared workspace, again, I can go ahead and kick off instant messaging conversations with my coworkers, and I get access to those important web links from the site. So here in Office 2003, we can create really professional business output. And when you add Office to a Small Business Server Network, that output can then be stored and shared and communicated, really increasing the impact from the document itself. And the total solution has a greater value.
Right. How about the other pane?
The other
Think about
pane.
angst and the problem of driving IT. They don't want to be focused on the infrastructure part of driving that resource. So what are we doing about that?
So with that, we'll switch ourselves over to the partner's perspective and show how a partner can offer volume services around supporting small business customers. We'll go ahead and support them remotely so you can efficiently service a lot of customers. And we'll do so on the same web page with the Remote Web Workplace. But I want you to notice as you log in as the administrator that the Remote Web Workplace dynamically creates your options that are specifically targeted on taking care of the day-to-day operations of the server. We built this perspective specifically with the partner's business model in mind. You can connect to the server desktop to do servicing. Any client machine on the network can be connected to do servicing. You can view server performance reports or small business server basis, or you can go ahead and get notified when any critical alert occurs. Right here we have an out-of-the-box maintenance agreement service offering for you to offer your small business server customers.
That means virtually, if you wanted to, I mean, again, taking it to an extreme, 7x24 offer to a customer, remotely by a partner could be done. Basically, you're monitoring that system, to ensure that you're on the proactive approach, not reactive.
And it's very good service to be able to provide because you'll have a good track of what's going on with the system. Similar to the RMI case, where their service provider outsourcer is nearly 2 hours away from there and almost never needs to go on site. So there's more service opportunities for partners. And to show you, we'll go to the server desktop itself. And this is in the area of creating custom solutions. Now I know a few of you out there might be saying, hey, I am an infrastructure guy, I don't create custom solutions. But with Windows Small Business Server 2003 and SharePoint with its web parts technology, you can create custom solutions very easily. Just like this climb calendar was customized for RMI. You simply go to modify the shared page, and you'll see the web parts that can be customized based on your individual customer's information. And it's easy to add a web part to a page. Here we'll go and grab this MSNBC weather web part from the online gallery, drop it on the page where we want that to be. And then we need to tell it the location where we want to track the weather. And on Mount Rainier, we have the zip code of 98304. And just like that, RMI has a custom solution for tracking what the weather is like on Mount Rainier on an ongoing basis. Creating custom solutions. Creating customized solutions is highly valued by customers. And you can provide these custom solutions without writing a single line of code. All right, so I've really only showed you a small, tiny bit of the value of Small Business Server. We have lots of sessions here, and I encourage you all to go to the Small Business Server sessions, where you will get, hot off the press, an evaluation copy of Small Business Server, so you too can experience the value.
Great. Thank you, Katie. That was very good. Thanks.
Thank you.
So again, I hope this demo demonstrated several things. One, the incredible power of enabling a customer to the next level of running a business. And number two, frankly, we see new business model for our channel coming out of this, with services that I've never seen before.